Hey, this is John from New Earth Landscaping, another edition of New Earth News. Today what we're doing is we got a serious drainage problem on this property. What's going on is where they had the downspouts at either end. The water's just rushing down. It's just a swamp here. They can't cut grass. The grass isn't growing. So what we're going to do is we're going to bury some, this is ADS black pipe, okay? There's two types of ADS black pipe. There's one with perforations like this has, or there's solid. I prefer to use the perforation because as the water comes down, it dissipates through the holes, and so you don't have as much water coming out of the end. When you dig a pipe like this, what you don't want to do is you can't go shallow. So as you can see here, we've already started to dig. We're about 12 inches down. The pipe itself is 4 inches thick, so 12 minus 4 is 8 inches. That still gives us 8 inches from where the grass is going to be, that the grass can still have roots and grow. Another thing we do with the ADS perforated pipe, some people don't do it, I prefer to do it, but we put a sock over the pipe so no dirt can get into here and clog it. Because once we bury it again, dirt could get in there if we didn't have a sleeve over it. You can also use weed fabric and just wrap it around it. Because basically what you're trying to do is stop the dirt from getting in there and then clogging up the pipe. You never know where a pipe can get clogged. So we're going to go approximately 250 feet down. At the very end of it, we'll have what's called a pop-up. And I'll show you those near the end of it. But we're going to do this. And then over here we've got another drainage piece that we're doing. What's going on here is you got a steep driveway and all the water is coming in right here, and it's basically no grass is growing because it's too wet. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig down. We're going to put in 2 of these drain boxes. Again, we'll be using ADS, the perforated pipe, and the water will be able to go in here and then it'll flow down, and we'll have 2 pop-ups near the end. But we trench, and again we're going to go down and make sure everything's level so that the water flows evenly that way, it doesn't get backed up. And we'll show you what it looks like when it gets done. Okay, so we've got our trench dug. As you can see, we've already laid in the pipe. We've got the sock over it, so it's covering the perforated pipe. We've already done some backfill. One thing that's important is when you do your backfill, don't just take your soil and lay it on and then tap it down. You really need to work it down in there, because this soil will settle over time, and it'll settle again. We can get more over there. Now, one thing, this property had a lot of rocks, so we're going to set the rocks out. Don't worry. Then we go. Again, we'll set the rocks out, and then once we're all done, you got the whole pipe covered and tamped in, then we'll lay new seed down so new grass grows. So that's the way you lay out a pipe. When we get near the end, we'll show you how we let the water exit so that we stop any erosion and control the drainage. Alright, so we're at the end of the drain pipe. You'll see we've got both downspouts are connected with the use of a Y. And everything's covered with a sock, so we've got it out. Now what we do is for the water to exit, we've got what's called a pop-up. What happens as the water fills in here, this little piece will pop up and allow the water to spread out evenly. Instead of having just an open end where it gushes out and causes erosion, it comes out and it pops up. And when it's dry, this closes back up so no debris can get into it. So basically all we do, we've got our sock. We're going to wrap our sock in there. We'll pop our pipe on. Alright, and once our pipe's on, we're going to make this level with the grade, and then we'll fill it in. So that's pipe laying 101. See you next time on New Earth News.